around my neck like I just left the safari. Bitch ride it like a brand new Ferrari. Sick of the back and forth games like Atari. I know I did wrong, how many times I say I'm sorry. Cut your girl hot, toddy. Natural hair, natural body. Don't eat pork, that's ungodly. What she say, she still do Molly. Bring in.
Welcome back to the show. We are here with a more cinematic production where we have real life heroes who fight in the shadows daily. I am your host, Tariq Moore, and you are watching The Warrior's Nest. Okay, today we have with us a couple military veterans. We got with us Steppy, we got with us Zeno, and we got with us Miss Shamika Saves. Y'all say hey to the people.
Yo, what's up?
All right, man. I just got a couple basic questions, couple questions about the military, man. People love to hear stories. I always get stopped and people ask me about experiences and things. So, we're here today just to share our stories and experiences with the people as well. So I got a couple questions for each of our cast members. I'm gonna start with Zeno. So when did you enlist and how long did you serve?
I enlisted in 2017, around the summertime, and I stayed like 2.5 years almost.
Okay. So where you do basic at?
Fort Jackson.
Fort Jackson, relaxing Jackson. That's all right. That's what's up, man. So Miss Shaves, I got the same question for you. When did you enlist, and how long did you serve?
Well, I'm not want to age myself, but I enlisted in 97, and I did a total of 8 years, and I went to Fort Jackson as well.
Fort Jackson in the house, then. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I went to Fort Knox. I was 88 Mike, so I was very cold when I went. Yeah.
Bless
man.
your heart.
Yeah. What about you, Step?
I went to Fort Benning, man, and I joined in 2014. Got out 2018, so I served 4 years.
Okay, man. That's what's up, man. I want to give everybody a thank y'all for y'all service as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So the next question, I'm gonna start with the lady first. How did you tell your family and friends, and what was their reaction?
Well, I didn't want to go to the military. I wanted to run the streets with my friends because that's what everybody was doing.
Yeah.
And my mom told me, you're either going to college or you're going in the military, but you're not staying here. So she basically made the decision for me, and I chose the latter, and that's how I ended up in the service.
That's what's up. I like that. What about you, Step?
I can kind of go off what she said. My dad was a military brat, and as soon as it was time for me to graduate high school, he was on the same stuff. He's like, hey, you're not finna stay around the house. And I wouldn't want to anyway, just to, have my own energy, my own space, and to find myself. And, yeah, that was just, I don't know, just me having a military dad, man, just kind of forced me and pushed me, just to get out there and just make something shake some way, somehow.
I feel that. I'm a second generation soldier as well, my dad and my mom. So I feel you on that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. I didn't have it easy. I say that.
Right.
But I was ready for the military and what they threw at me.
Right. I was in there laughing the whole time because I'm getting yelled at. Since,
it's used to it.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? I've been used to that tone.
Right.
Okay. Zeno?
Kind of like the same story as Step. My pops was in the Navy,
Okay.
so my real dad was in the Marines.
That's what's up.
So kind of like just fell
Family
into place.
business.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so my mom didn't want me to go. I really didn't tell nobody. It was really just like I'm bored, so I ain't got nothing to do type deal. So I just signed up.
You feel like that was a good decision for you?
Yeah, at the time, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, I feel y'all. I think for myself, I would say that looking at what my friends are and my family is now, I would say that was pretty much the best decision that I made. Because, now I'm in a whole nother city where I'm not even from, and I'm thriving. And I give some of that to the military for being adaptable and being able to be flexible and being able to travel, open up my mind. So I would say that it helped me out a lot and helped force who I am today.
Most definitely.
What's everybody's branches? I'm just curious. Nobody said what branches they
I was Army.
Okay.
Yeah, I was Army.
Me too.
Army.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely did. Okay then. So we'll start with you this time, Step. What was basic training like, And was that your first time being away from family?
Yeah, man, that was my first time being away from family for that long of a period, and I ain't gonna lie, the first 2 weeks I was in basic, I was ready to cry.
Man.
It was so damn cold. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never felt nothing like that. With you working out in the cold like that, I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this ain't it. But basic was a little rough for me. I even got an Article 15 in basic like the first month in because I caught another black dude, a nigga, and when we went to go toe the line that night, he raised his hand and was like, I want to report an EO complaint.
Oh.
And he another black dude, so then once he told the drill sergeant what was going on, the drill sergeant just looked at us for like 1 minute. He didn't know what to do. Cause dude black, I'm black, you feel me? It was weird. But other than that, man, I was an APG in basic. I was really thriving in basic after the first little month. I guess it was just me adapting to a new environment, new situation. But after that little first, the little bump in the road, I was good, bro. It was really good.
That's what's up. You feel like they helped shape who you are now?
I felt like my parents helped shape who I am in the military, just brushed it up a little, polished it a little bit, you know? Because I already had these kind of characteristics before I joined the military. Like I said, the military just kind of polished them up and then, just molded me into that person I really wanted it to be, you know, because I was by myself, I was alone, and just around a whole bunch of strangers, so it kind of do that to you anyway.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
a good answer, man. That's a good answer. Zeno, what was basic training like, and was that your first time being away from family?
It wasn't my first time being away from family, but I would say on that type level, yeah, it was my first time. It was great though. You know, I had to breathe. Like I said, I got wrote up for smiling. You know, it's just some, you go outside your family and then people try to treat you like that. It ain't the same. And so I would say I definitely learned how to be a leader.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the strongest traits, learn how to be adaptable,
Yeah.
all that. So I say it was great.
That's what's up, man. Definitely does help with leadership skills. It definitely does. Miss Saves, how was basic for you? And you a woman, so how was basic for you?
It was I don't know. I would say the first 2 weeks I was probably scared because I didn't know what to expect. That was my first time away from my family. But for us, I mean, I felt like, well, I'm just gonna speak for myself. I felt like the more tomboyish I acted, the more accepted I was. I think that if you acted more feminine, more girly, you tend to get picked at, poked at, especially from like female drill sergeants, because especially when they're black and you're black, they tend to have a extra stank attitude when they think you're cute. And so like I remember I used to just like wash my hair and I would just comb it straight up and I'd be walking around looking like a troll. Like I didn't care because it was like I'm only there for like 2 months and I gotta see y'all no more. But to me it worked for me. So I never got into trouble. I was always the one that had to go clean the offices while everybody else got smoked. So, it was okay for me. I found my area and that's why I stuck.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
My experience in basic training, I joined right out of high school, so I was 17. So that was definitely my first time being away from family. And when I say, man, I cried like the first 2 weeks, man. I cried I was ready to go home so bad, man.
What?
I was like, man, I don't know why I did this, man. Mama come get me.
Please.
But after like the third week, after we got out of red phase and it started easing up a little bit, I was thinking like, okay, I can do it a little bit longer. And then when we got to the end, blue phase and AIT, I was like, oh man, this money, that's just easy money right here.
Right.
I'm just tripping for nothing. So I ended up loving my basic experience because I learned a lot about myself. I can do this on my own. I don't have to depend on family. And if I'm by myself, man, I pretty much know how to take care of myself now. So I feel like I was a man when I left, you know what I'm saying? I can take care of myself. I got a little money in my pocket. I know how to feed myself, I feel like I was, doing something at that time. Okay, it's another one. We'll start with the lady this time. What was your MOS and what unit were you in?
I was a 92 Golf, which is a food service specialist.
Okay.
Although I was warned not to take that position when I joined.
You said you were warned not to?
Yes.
Why?
So I took the ASVAB because I wanted to get out of class.
Right.
And so I just took it and I didn't care. I was just answering whatever. And I scored really bad. And so then when my mama hit me with the you going to the military, you going to college thing, I was like, let me go to this recruiter. And my scores were horrible. So I had two choices. You either be a cook or be a, like a fuel specialist. And I was like, I am not messing around with those chemicals. Just put me in the kitchen. And so that's where I ended up. And what was your second part of the question?
Uni.
Oh, and I had a 57 signal, and then I went to 303rd military intelligence. So I was stationed at Fort Hood.
Fort Hood. All right then. Zeno, what was your MOS?
15 Papa,
What's that right there?
aviation specialist.
Oh, okay. All right then. What about you, Step?
Me and Z had the same job, actually.
Oh, y'all boy brainiacs out here. These
Okay.
Hey, that was up, man.
Score real high.
Y'all, hey,
Actually, no. I mean,
going, man.
I ain't scored that high. Honestly, I don't think so.
Yeah, me either.
I
What's up,
really
though?
didn't.
I was a 8A Mike, a truck driver. So I ended up getting a bonus because my job at the time was very hot, and they didn't want nobody to drive. They couldn't really find no drivers. So me, I'm like, hey, I'll do it. They were like, hey, 40K sign-on bonus. I was like, hey,
That was 40K.
40K sign-on bonus, man.
That's a
Stop.
lot.
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious.
You got it all up front?
They gave me 20 right out the AIT, and I got deployed like 3 months as soon as I graduated AIT. So when I get deployed, as soon as my boots hit the ground, I got the other 20.
I never got mine.
For real?
I ain't gonna lie, I never got mine either.
They
no.
told you y'all was getting a bonus?
Yeah, they
Oh,
had presented me
man.
with a big old check at my graduation saying, walk on the stage, you finna get 10,000. I never got my
Are you
I
serious?
never got my
No.
money.
Oh,
But you know,
no.
I was young, I was away from home. I mean, I think about it now, I'm like, I want my cash. But back then, it wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely. Oh man, I didn't know they did y'all like that. I want to say my two friends that joined at the time, one got a 10 and one got a 20. But they ended up both receiving it. So I don't know.
You was on the wrong side of
Yeah,
town,
I
I
was
guess.
on the wrong side of town, man. I need to chase our
We
recruiter
on
down.
back taxes when you know
That's
about
what-
something.
It wasn't in your contract?
Yeah.
Yes, it was in the contract. Hey, look, they gave me the
Oh,
check in
man.
front of my high school for graduation. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all put y'all stamp on it. But no, I ain't get that money.
Oh, yeah, they tripped.
Uncle Sam, y'all gotta do something about that.
Okay?
It's all good. I'm
Look.
testing y'all.
Right.
Okay. So was anybody here ever deployed? No.
I went as a contractor,
Okay.
but not as a military. But I went in support of the military. I went with DOD.
DOD. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with that. Contract services.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I went to Iraq. I was a government employee. I worked for Defense Contract Management Agency, and I was a quality insurance inspector. So I used to have to like go to the fuel stations, make sure the fuel was been clean right, or go to the water bottling plant, making sure the water was good for the soldiers and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I did deploy. I deployed, like I said earlier, right after AIT. I did a year in Balad, Iraq. I say the first memory I have from being over there is stepping off the plane. When I first stepped my foot down, y'all know like a women's hair blow dryer. You use to dry your hair. You know how when it get real hot and that you can put the hair right here? That's how it felt when that first breeze hit me in the face. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in another place for real.
It's a different kind of heat.
I'm really in another place. And I don't see how. I ain't gonna say that. I say they strong. I say they strong.
Yeah.
They strong.
It was cold at 80 degrees when I came back here. And at 80 degrees, I had on jackets because it was 125 up there
Yes,
all the
and
time.
that's normal.
And yeah, I mean
that's
you
normal.
get used to it.
You do.
Yeah,
You do. Even in full battle rattle with the helmet on, the gear, all that. You still just.
yeah,
Sometimes you don't need
get used
sweat
to
no
it. You
more.
don't need sweat, right?
You don't need sweat no more. I guess. Okay. How did the military life alter, change, or affect your life? Let's start with Steppy.
I say, man, it changed it for the better. I could sit there and say it changed it for the worse, but it's what I did with it. You know, some people can go in and it can break you or it can make you. I felt like it made me. It was trying to break me while I was in, but I didn't let it. And I'm just thankful I'm thankful that I had a good group of sergeants around me and enlisted soldiers, you know, just letting me know, like, you know, this is all temporary. And, man, yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
That's a good answer, man. We'll keep going down the road. Miss Saves, same question.
I'm gonna have to piggyback and say it is what you make. So my military time involved military sexual trauma. I just go and say it because I know that's not really an area a lot of people talk about, but it is. If you go to the VA hospital, I mean, it's so many people. It's just ridiculous of how many people have just experienced something. So
Yeah.
I'm only saying this because just being a female. Because a lot of times you don't hear a lot of men talk about that, but what I have learned is, and this is part of what I do in my other life, is I have found a way that if anybody is going to abuse you, they're gonna have to pay you for it. And so that is what I've learned is if the military has done anything to anybody that they feel that would not have happened if they were back home on the block, as they would say, I encourage people to go to the VA and make them pay for it.
Yes.
And so I feel like had I not had like the resources from the VA and all those types of things, I probably would have not been able to be the person that I am today. But I am very avid about even my Vietnam vets. It's like, nigga, you got diabetes, your leg about to fall off, the skins. Like, y'all go and make these people take care of what they did to you. Because if you did not go, you would not have been exposed to these things.
That's true.
So, yeah, so I would say as a woman, we probably experience more stuff than we care to talk about, but get your ass in that hospital and go on and put them claims in and let them take care of your pain, because money can cure a lot of things that medicine can't.
That is true. That
He ain't lying.
So,
All right, I've got some light-hearted questions before we get out of here. Just easing up just the mood just a little bit. All right, there ain't nothing too serious. We'll start with you this time, Zeno. When people find out you in the military, what's the most common question you get asked?
Probably where I went.
Yeah, okay. What about you, Sage?
people seem to think you rich. They think you got money because you went in the military, and it's like, nah, we struggling too.
What about you, Steph?
I got to piggyback off both of them. They think you rich, ask you why you went, and then automatically assume you're a killer.
Yes. I think that's probably the most I get. Like, how many people you kill, man? Like, bro, just 'cause I went overseas, I'm not going to tell you that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I definitely get what you're saying.
But I ain't saying that's a negative thing, though, because then a lot of people ain't going to want to mess with you. So, you know, I take it.
True.
Ms. Hayes, if you were featured on the local news, what would be the reason you are there?
So I would say what I want to say, but I don't believe in speaking into existence. So I'm going to say that if I'm going to be featured on the local news, it's going to be because I did something life changing for somebody, in a good way.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. She kept it positive.
Yes,
She kept it positive.
yes.
What about you, Zeno?
Probably the same thing.
Same thing. Step.
Right.
Just being me. Just literally being me. Being outside the box.
Okay.
Daring to be different. That'll be why I'll be on the news.
All right, I like your answer. Yeah, I kept it positive. High vibrational. We'll start with you, Step. What subjects do you think should be taught in school that are not?
Perfect. Black history. And I'm talking about like the origins of this planet. I feel like that should be in school before anything. Because if you don't know yourself, how you gonna ever get to, grow for real, if you don't know your culture, your traditions, or, just where you come from, where your ancestors came from, what they did, what they fought for, what they had to survive and overcome. And you can use that energy as motivation to get you where you need to go without even having math and, all this other stuff, just knowing that your ancestors had went through something for you to be here. I feel like that would change a lot of narratives for people, and it'll help depression too.
Yeah.
For the younger generation, so they don't feel left out or feel like they a mistake. That'll just be mine, man. Just the true history of our people.
I love history.
Black
That's a-
Seminoles.
That's a good one. That's a good one. What about you, Miss Hayes?
Finance and credit.
That's a very big one in our community.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
I agree with you.
It is I mean, it's systematic. It is on purpose that, I mean, black and brown people have, we have the access. I don't want to say we don't have the access, because we do have the access to the information, but if it's never been taught, encouraged, or, influenced, or even told that it's important, that's not something you're going to focus on. You know what I mean? So, they know Sexy Red, but they don't know, they don't know nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they can't tell you what a trade line is, but they know all the lyrics of Sexy Red. So we got to switch that around. You can do both.
You can.
Yes, you can.
It's not that much brain power. Zeno.
I'd probably say true spirituality.
That's deep right there. We're just gonna let that one marinate.
Okay, I felt like that.
Just let that one marinate. Start back with you, Zeno. What food do you purchase way more than most people do?
Probably beef bulgogi.
Beef bulgogi.
Yeah,
Can you school me on that?
it's like a Korean beef.
Okay. All right.
It's smash.
So you eat it on a sandwich?
Nah, it's like you can eat it on whatever.
You can eat on anything? So it's like a standalone dish?
Yeah, it
Okay.
could be.
Okay.
It's just the meat of the course.
Okay, so it's full course.
Yeah.
I got you. What about you, Miss Hayes?
Rice.
Rice?
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of rice?
White rice.
White rice.
Basmati rice. Jasmine rice. I mean, I can keep going.
Okay.
All the white rices.
All right. Step.
What was the question again?
What food do you purchase way more than normal people?
Fruit.
Fruit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
frozen. I'm a smoothie guy. I eat smoothies every day. Damn near in the afternoon when I get home from school, and at night for a snack. So literally, my refrigerator full with frozen fruit.
That's what's up. Because I have children, I'm gonna say cereal.
Okay.
so I pretty much buy that all the time.
What kind?
This week is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
This week.
This week, because last week it was Fruit Loops.
Okay.
So it changed up every week.
Feel that.
It do. This is a lighthearted one. What is your favorite time of the year? What season? Start with Step.
I don't discriminate, man. I love all of them because they all serve a different purpose for me. But I have to say the summertime because that's when I feel like my body's just naturally aligned and in sync with the sun. I'm able to release and able to heal my body and just, I don't know, I'm just motivated when the sun out compared to when it's cold. So I'll say I love it. I really do love the sun.
I like that. What about you, Miss Hayes?
You asked the holiday?
Holiday or season?
Oh, yeah, I love the summer, but I like the Christmas season because everybody nicer.
That's actually
Everything
like
is
that.
everything is pretty. It's green and red. Yeah. So, but yeah, the summer.
I'd say summer too.
Summertime.
That heat hit your body, man.
I like the summer. But I'm gonna say fall. Still not. It's cooling off. And it's not too cold. It's like right there in the middle. I was born in February, so cold weather don't bother me, but I don't want to be too cold. So I say fall, just because I can walk around in a t-shirt.
And you can dress the best in the
Yeah.
fall now.
Yeah.
The fall, you
That's
put out
true.
the best
See,
hits.
Well, good
That's
polos
true.
and stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? All your good
Yes.
polos, all your good stuff.
All your good-
you
see.
got about sweating it out.
Yeah.
That's why I don't discriminate because they all serve a purpose.
Yeah. Last couple questions here, people. We'll start with Zeno. What takes up the most time in your daily life?
Music.
Music. What about you, Miss Hayes?
Well, I only been here 5 months, and I have been acting like I am a 21-year-old straight out of college. So I've been in them streets, getting to know this city.
Okay. Where you from?
I'm from Florida.
Okay. Florida.
Yeah.
What about you, Step?
I have to say my mental and my babies.
Yeah, definitely. Most of my time in my daily life, I'm gonna say my children and writing. If I'm not, I'm probably doing one or the other all the time. All the time. It's like all the time. 2 places you want to visit before you die.
I'd probably say the Blue Lagoon and I don't know, the sky.
The sky.
Yeah. Be like floating through the air.
What about you, Miss A?
I really want to go to Russia, and I really want to go to Africa.
Which country in Africa?
I want to go to like the Maldives. I want to go somewhere really pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your step?
2 places I would want to go. That's a hard damn question. Wherever the Black Seminoles was at. And I believe that was somewhere in Florida.
Florida.
Florida and Mexico. Florida and Mexico. So them like just the 2 places I would just want to go and just feel
history?
that energy. Yeah,
Yeah.
just to feel the energy if I could.
Okay. And the last question. Since we are Americans and we are soldiers, we're gonna start with Step. Your favorite non-American food?
Mexican.
Mexican.
Okay.
Mexican.
Them and the Chinese guy. Yeah.
Korean.
It got me.
Okay. Choco.
Hey, it got me.
That shrimp fried rice and them tacos. I can't. I mean, got me.
I would go with Italian because I like
Okay.
spaghetti and
Okay.
lasagna, pasta.
Okay.
Like I can eat that all day.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
All right, Miss Saves, would you like to give out any resources that could be beneficial to veterans out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So I first want to tell everybody, make sure you check out my social media. It is Shamika Saves, SHAMIKA Saves, SAVES, on all platforms. I basically drop gems, put you on game on all things government and veteran stuff. Really quick, let me just let y'all know that it's a ton of veteran retreats out there. So if you veterans want to go and get your mind right for a weekend and let somebody else pay for it, you can look it up or you can hit me up. And I'll give you a list of names. There's also Margaritaville at Sea. They're doing the free cruises for the veteran and whoever they want to bring. All you got to do is buy your drinks. And SeaWorld is giving out the 4 free tickets this year. And please do not forget to do the Armed Forces Vacation Club, where you can go for 7 days in a timeshare in anywhere in the United States and outside the United States for $409. I'm going to Vegas next week. Next month. So I do it all the time. So y'all make sure y'all go and check those things out. Again, go to Shamika Says so you get more info just like this.
All right, y'all want to give out y'all shout out starting with Zeno?
You can follow me on IG at Zeno_Z with 2 3s and a 0.
All right, Step, you want to give out your shout out?
You can follow me on IG as well at Steppy GP 4L. I'm also on BeatStars. That one is just Steppy GP without the 4L. And yeah, tap in with me.
All right, y'all know y'all can follow me at Tariq's Film on IG and Tariq's More on YouTube. And this has been another episode of American Heroes War Stories. And we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Starting to feel official.
All Army people, that's